Have you ever stood at the edge of your life, staring into the silence, wondering, does God hear me? Does He even see what I'm going through? Let me ask you something. What if the miracle you've been waiting for has been waiting on you? What if the mountain in front of you isn't going to move until you pray? Prayer isn't some emergency button we smash when life falls apart. It's not a shopping list you hand over to heaven, hoping God runs your errands. Prayer isn't you trying to bend God's will to match your plans. Prayer is the fire that bends you into His will. When you kneel, really kneel, you're not giving up. You're gearing up. On your knees, you see clearer than from any mountaintop, because from down there, you're finally looking up. The supernatural power of God is not released by wishing. It's not released by worrying. It's released by praying. You want healing in your family? Pray. You want peace in your home? Pray. You want purpose in your life? Pray. You want to see strongholds break and curses lifted? Get on your knees and pray. Because prayer is not preparation for the battle, it is the battle. Heaven doesn't move because you cry. Heaven moves because you pray in faith. Prayer opens the floodgates of heaven. Prayer slams the gates of hell shut. Prayer unlocks the miraculous. Prayer silences the enemy. Prayer breaks chains that therapy couldn't, that money didn't, that time hasn't. The question isn't, does prayer work? The real question is, are you working the prayer? Because prayer doesn't need proof. It needs practice. Is your marriage under siege? Don't argue louder. Pray deeper. Are your kids under spiritual attack? Stop pacing the room. Start storming heaven. Is your business collapsing? Get on your knees and invite the God who owns the cattle on 1,000 hills into your situation. Is your mind drowning in anxiety, fear, or depression? Then let prayer be your breath. If you're wandering, broken, empty, pray. If you feel like no one sees you, pray. Because God always hears. A prayerless Christian is not just distracted. They are defenseless. Prayerless believers are weak, miserable, and constantly defeated. A prayerless church is not a church. It's a hollow building. A prayerless family is a storm waiting to hit. A prayerless nation is a nation already falling. But a family that prays together, they stand like a wall no storm can breach. The enemy is terrified, not of your talent, not of your money, not of your Instagram followers. He trembles when you pray. So many believers walk in circles, wringing their hands, whispering, "I just don't know what to do." And all the while, God is standing above, declaring, "I've given you my name. I've given you my word. I've covered you with my blood. When will you use what I've placed in your hands?" Heaven is waiting, waiting for you to believe, waiting for you to open your mouth. Ask Him for what scares you to even say aloud. Ask Him to kill the giants in your life, because our God is a giant slayer. Ask Him to part the Red Sea in front of you and drown your fears like Pharaoh's army. Ask Him to rain down fire like Elijah called from the sky, because He still answers with fire. Ask Him to be the fourth man in your furnace when life gets hotter than you can stand. He said, "You will walk through fire and not be burned, through deep waters and not drown." Dare to believe it. The Creator of the universe is not distant. He's not on vacation. He's listening, not like a politician listening for applause, like a father listening for the voice of his child. He owns the gold. He paves his streets with it. He lifts valleys. He levels mountains. He builds homes you didn't build, fills barns you didn't stock, gives vineyards you didn't plant. He will make you the head and not the tail. He will bless your coming in and going out. But first, you must ask. Do you need healing? Ask and believe. Do you need breakthrough in your finances, in your marriage, in your calling? Ask and believe. Do you need wisdom no school can teach? Ask and believe. Do you need peace that makes no sense in the middle of chaos? Ask and believe. You're not speaking to a CEO. You're not speaking to a billionaire who's one breath from the grave. You're speaking to the one who spoke stars into existence, to the one who knew your name before your parents did, to the one who loved you before you were born. So ask. Ask for the impossible. Ask with boldness. Ask with faith. He's leaning forward on his throne, waiting for your voice. And when you speak, when you pray, heaven responds. Stop walking through life powerless. Stop letting the enemy write your story. The pen is not in his hands, it's in yours. When you pray, open your mouth, lift your voice, believe. Because when you pray, mountains move, heaven shakes, and nothing, absolutely nothing, is impossible.